Like a chat girl. A weird little song. Oh, little diddle. Little ditty. Disconnected. What's going on? Hello? OBS was having a moment. Hi. How's it going? We got some plans today, folks. This is pretty good. I'm going to do a little, because I am early, I'm just going to, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be recreating the first level of Time to Kill, which we started last week in build. So we've added some things to make our build a little easier. Okay. Some weird filters. But for now, we're going to do a little. Let me turn on my little keyboard for you people. We're gonna play around with this just to do a little warm up. I was thinking about connecting these. This is Seabreeze. I do this. Unparallax that. And make like a overhang here. Sorts. Because this is the side of a cliff face, right? So you're kind of going through these little arches. I'm gonna maybe spread them out more. I'm gonna make these chunky because obviously these are pretty square right now. Because what I did is I built them based on the we did this last week too, a side view I drew out on a piece of paper. Lower this, and then we chunk these guys out to make them more rocky. I thought if I just did something, a little bit of something. I still need to break this up more. That's a problem. Here, do that. Maybe go to this more. Connect some pieces together. Make a chunk come out of here. Things like Doom and stuff, I feel like making natural looking scenery is probably the hardest. Like at least rocks, we can have some hard edges maybe. Go beyond that. Some clipping going on there. Like, it uses so many walls and sectors to get it. Kind of okay, you know? Load up something else. Let's load up something else. Let's just poke around. I guess we could go right into time to kill. Like, what's the harm? So, anyways, this is where we got. Let's look at the progress we got last week. For the first level of time to kill, we just sketched a lot of this. This is the beginning starting area. This is where the strip club would be. There's a little secret place. Subway goes here, and then the rest of the level kind of goes on. A lot of it's in the subway kind of section. We copied this car from another map I already made. Like, I already built this, so we're gonna just reuse that here. Because I'm too lazy to build another car. I might actually do a more simpler car, because depending on how close to the PS1 we want to get. Because the PS1 is very, like, 90-degree angles. Really likes that. Slopes. We might end up adding more detail to this down the road. We have our little temporary park. I'm kind of upset that these are hard-coded to follow, because I kind of like this effect. So I'm gonna delete these. And what I mean by that is, so there's this where it kind of follows the player's view. So these sprites are hard-coded, so they always do it. Otherwise, you can kind of make it so they don't follow you, and if you place them, you kind of make this 3D effect here. I liked it, and I was going to keep it. But when we went into the game, I found out it was hard-coded, so it didn't work. So, and then this is a statue in the game. Actually, you know what? So that's the thing I did bring in. Boom. So you know. Give me a second here. So this is this area in the game, right? Oh, I guess you can't see what I'm talking about. Here we go. So this is what I'm talking about. So this is our little temporary one. Then we got the street area, got the car, got some lampposts. The colored lighting makes a lot of the effects in PS1, so maybe some heavy shading is where we're gonna have to make it up. That is something I could do in here using that other renderer. Oh my. So there's a secret back there. This we can, a little side area here. I get into this. So this is just a solid block. Okay. So let's make this real quick. All right, so let's go over here. Now I'm going to build this into the wall for sector hierarchy. That becomes kind of important for rendering issues. So a lot of the times, especially actually in the last method we were doing, this car was prevalent where if I was walking around it, the way I built this was wrong. So if I were to put like a square, for example, and I might be explaining this 100% not right because I'm still learning this. So if I were to build just a square, right now this is a solid object now, solid wall. That's what this white wall means. Can't walk through it. It's inside this white wall is empty void space where the player can't normally walk. If I were to turn it into a sector with Alt S, now I can interact with it. But because I built it just in the middle, it will sometimes have issues associating where it kind of is. It's like, okay, am I in my own little world or am I in this whole area? So when the player starts to move around it, it will kind of clip and you'll see through it. It messes things up. So the better way to do it is you kind of would build it into something that's already existing in the sector. And then, so you would actually build it like this, and then I would stretch this off, cut this off, and then get rid of this. So you're kind of like, think about it like pulling clay out of stuff. Thank you. That was like one of the first things I tried building in Mapster, because they have this texture. So then I just kept pulling stuff, but I built it wrong because I didn't know what I was doing. And this had that issue. So when I was standing on the hood of the car, for example, you'd start to see, it would start flickering back and forth, like different colors and shape. Actually, kind of did it right there a little bit, right here. See this? It would do that a lot because it would start to not know how to render the car properly. Like it would render different sectors thinking it was somewhere else. Weird way of describing it. The basic idea is if you want to build something in a level, you want to kind of pull it out of the level so it knows that it's part of that section or that area. Otherwise, it gets confused. And for most things, like if I just did this, like this square, and I raised it, no issue. And I did do that here, no issues at all. So in a lot of stuff, it's not going to be, but then you'll notice that there's going to be problems. You could select all the map and decrease the shading a bit so you can get the lighting right first before adding more detail. I agree. Yeah, you can. I have also some mods installed for stuff to make it easy. And there's some fog effect. So the idea is I don't think we're going to be one for one. I think shape-wise we will be. But mood-wise and things like that, we might end up adding actually more details. Because while the PS1 game is relatively simple, it's also not the same game, so we can kind of actually add more. There's some stuff that will be more complicated, but anyways, back to what I was doing, which is building up the dumpster. I forgot, like and subscribe. This I should probably tell people to do that. Let me just get something open here real quick. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna pull this out and I'm gonna cut it in half now. And we're going to join it together, and we're going to delete these points. So now we have a little guy we can highlight here. If I have so here's my dumpster. Now I'm going to decrease the view grids size so that we can get more wiggle room here. And we're going to place it kind of... Is it flush against the wall? Because that would actually make this easier. It might actually be flush against the wall. Like, it doesn't matter. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. But yeah, I think it is. Okay, so that'll make it a little easier. There's a guy patrolling back there. So we're gonna do that here. I was just, yeah, I was showing you it's flush against the wall here. Okay. So we're gonna actually keep it here. Delete this, move this closer. I'm gonna stand on this magic carpet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Here's my Duke for size Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Come here. Right, for size comparison. I think that's kind of... That's a little taller. But in the game, in the PS1 game, you can... Oh. Can I move this? I don't think I ever found that secret when I was playing this. I mean, you should... Yeah, I will, because it's sometimes there's stuff that's harder to see in the dark, lighting wise. But there's also a bunch of stuff I can do for the lighting to match this a little bit better. So I'm not worried about the moody atmosphere too much just yet. Okay, that changes things then. Okay. Okay, let's get rid of this. We'll have to change something now. I'm still gonna stand on it, and I'm gonna go maybe one more. Let's see. That's too much. So now I have to make this a separate thing. So these, I kind of just slap some temporary textures. I think I'm going to go through with a more fine-tuned comb to figure out what textures better match up. It might be a blend. And then there's different techniques we could use. So for example, last week, I did 2 versions of this. Right now, this is actually using sprites to add a second layer, but you can also carve it and do it actually in the sector world, I guess. But there's some limitations to that. And since these levels aren't super complicated, I think we can get a little bit... We can allow some sprite detailing a little bit. So we're gonna have this slide, right? With the dimensions, I don't know if there's a way. I just kind of go in and play around in game and be like, this looks right. So I'm constantly going into game a lot when I'm maybe not streaming. I think I'm a little bit better at it now. I know, for example, if I'm doing... That's why I have this guy. He's my best friend. You throw a Duke in there, 40-40, and that's pretty much how it feels. Or an assault trooper works, I think, as well as 40-40. And you get a good idea of height. So this... Actually, let's bump up the grids. Okay, and now we're gonna put a ripper in there, because that would be the equivalent gun, I feel. So we're gonna put a ripper to the. Ooh. Delete whatever that was. I accidentally put down. So there's a little ripper in there. I might move this all down one, so you can kind of see it, but I don't want you to fully see it. So, oops. And then I'll grid size this even further. Right. So you get a little hint of it, maybe. This will be a smaller game, I think. It's like much smaller. Lower this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Two, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Just there. So we need this to move. So we're gonna have this slide that away. Gotta go that away. How am I gonna do that? I know I can. I've never done a sliding object before. Windows in user mask, but it's, in the original game is more, if I remember correctly. So it's what you end up doing here is it's if control page up 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the as high as actually this is probably a bad idea because it's not on level ground. But if I were to make a box, sector 21. Okay, sector effector 21. It's like what, page up, control page up 4 times is the height that Duke can jump. So if you go like 1 higher, he can't jump on top of it. Which is really usually all I care about is like, can Duke jump off of it? Can he jump over it? So I have to do a sector effector 21. I'll double check. We'll double check. eDuke sliding object. Sliding object. Horizontal moving sectors. That's kind of what I want, right? Moving sector. I think it's like you have to do 2 and it just tells it where to go, kind of like a subway track, if I remember. Sector. Vector. I don't know where that is. Take a sector and use an SC, probably if they'll recall it by memory. Oh, that's most likely yes. It will. It's okay. I have my little guide here, which, by the way, if anybody ever needs it, you can follow the link in my description for some stuff. Sector effector 21 is drop floor, not the one we want. We want engine. Oh, okay, that's what that is. Okay, drop floor stretch, also known as bridge. Interesting. Okay. Oh, it's a sliding door? I guess that would make sense. Sliding door. Sector effector 15. Wow, this is so... What an ancient way of doing this. Oh, see-through sliding doors? I don't want that. Make a sector that you... Wait, no. The entire door, it needs to be long enough to sliding position. Give the door sector a low tag of 25 and 15. Okay, so we want this to be... Is it G for... Oh no, wait. Was it a low tag? Make a sector. Yeah, so the door has a 25. 25. Oh, I don't want the wall though. I want the actual sector. That's what I was doing wrong before. And then we'll add... We're gonna add this little guy here. Sector effector, and this is a... Oh, somebody told me there's a what the shortcut is to do this in 3D mode, but I don't remember what it is. Sprite 15. Yo, what's going on? Hello, everybody. You need to tag the sector. Yeah, tagged, and then this is 2015. Point the tail of the sector effector the same direction as the door will move when it closes. Don't lie to me. We need a GP speeds to the sector. So we want to face this. Do I put this in the sector? It feels like a with a unique high tag. Oh, I gotta do a high tag too. High tag. I'll do 1 because we haven't used any high tags here. I'll just stick this in the sector, I think. Let's see if that's what it says to do. It needs to be long enough to hold the sliding door. Door's opposite position. At a GP speed. GP speed. To the sector and set the low tag to the distance the door is to travel. Now this is what throws me off. The low tag you want the door to travel. Like, what does that mean? If I say 10, for example, what does that mean? And then how... So, let's test this out, I guess. Oh, give me a second. My eDuke's not set up to do the test map thing right now. Give me a second. Why is that like that? Does anybody know how to bring up the eDuke config? You could start with 256. You know, like with the pop-up boxes, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to run in this directory or this directory? Because I clicked don't run that anymore, and now I kind of need it. Because that's what's causing the issue I'm having right now. So let me quickly fix this for eDuke. Force setup equals 1. That's what I have to do. eDuke config. eDuke config. 1. Save. Okay. Let me just make sure this worked. Must be in windowed? What the? Must be in windowed mode to run the test. You guys. Oh, okay. A sec. I'm gonna put my eDuke little box here too. Oh, it's already working. Perfect. Yeah, you'll have to live with the little doodad there. The keyboard. I'm not gonna switch that off every single time, but I just want to make sure I was. Wanted to make sure my test map thing was working. Okay, so now that it's working, we can go back into time to kill. And you said, oh wait, you said 256. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Sec. 256. Okay. Aha! Okay, so it did work. It did work. Look at that. It moves. It's a beautiful thing. So 256, 256. I think we need like triple that, boys. Let's do that. Let's get out of here. I'm so glad I got the test map working. You don't understand. Like when I first started streaming these things, the test map didn't work, so I'd have to go in. I'd have to close Mapster, open up eDuke separately, and then run the map, like open up the map as a user map, and then test it that way. Obviously, a little bit more time consuming, but what would often happen is if I forgot that I had Mapster still on, like I forgot to close it or get out of the map, it would start to auto-save the map while I was playing the game, and it would corrupt the map. At least that's what I believe was happening. So, I want, like, quadruple this. I guess I could also just move this, but I want to move. So we want. Where's my calculator? A lot of people complaining games aren't great right now. I kind of feel that way. There isn't games for me out there that took 90s games and made them 2000s. I do play a lot more older games now, but I also play a lot more indie games than the AAA stuff. I do like some of the AAA stuff that comes out, but I think the problem with the AAA stuff is they're really time consuming. And ironically, I'm not against spending time on a game because there's lots of games that spend so much time, including this. But what I mean by that is it starts to feel more like a job to finish the game than an actual game. And it's weird. Like I was playing through some Elden Ring, and this was when it first came out. And I absolutely loved exploring in that. But then if you take Assassin's Creed, there's a lot of Assassin's Creed games I liked, but then I stopped liking them. Just because there's just too much to do, but it didn't feel meaningful in a way, like, or rewarding in a weird way. And but I feel compelled to do it, otherwise I'm missing out on something. So I don't know. Maybe it's that quick pick up and play things. Like I play a lot of. I guess that's not new now. I've been playing a lot of Enter the Gungeon, playing some Frostpunk, just to name a few. But I don't know. Maybe they're too grand of ideas that they try to do. Like it's too much like a movie. I don't know. I can't even say that because one of my favorite series is Metal Gear. Like up to a certain point because I didn't play 5 yet. But that's just filled with cutscenes. I don't know. I do feel it's just modern games. A lot of the bigger titles feel like they forgot they were games. And you have to be a game first, and maybe that's what I'm getting at, is if the gameplay itself isn't fun and rewarding, you could have a great story, but then once I'm done, I'll never think about it again. You know? Okay, so I did more there. So that's almost too much. I don't know if there's a limit to how far. I'm saying this as if it has to be 1 for 1. But how far Duke can. Okay, so he can just push up to this. So we kind of want it to go up to that. So let's do 720 maybe. 768. See what that looks like. 768. The value for the doors and stuff is build units, same as the wall length. You can preview when drawing any wall. But my question now, would you know, do you think it starts at the sprite? Or is it starting at the wall? Like when if I were to say, okay, for example, I did 768 here. 768 is it that sprite that I'm measuring by, or the wall? Part of it too is as I got older, I have less time to play games, so it's kind of weird for me for start at the sprite. Okay. Then Here's what I want then. I want from here. Well, actually, no, I want from here to here. So 1536 is what I want. 1536. That right there. Oops. Am I in the wrong build unit here? You have to take that value the walls indicate and then have it. Okay, so then 50, this is kind of where I'm kind of glad I got this calculator for. I used one on my desktop, but they're like, you got to stop running so many things on your computer. We do remote connections, like everything's I work from home, because it slows down things too much, and we can't handle you having a calculator room. Not that specifically, but I just try to limit as many things open as once. And 768. So I bought a physical calculator, like a bigger one. I'm like, okay, I'll use that because I do a lot of maths at work. But it's good. It's super handy for that. Boom, done, perfect. That's beautiful. Boom. So we got to code this as a secret. We're going to code this as a secret now. Get that out of the way, just so we can have that. I never knew that secret was there. I never knew that. So learn something new trying to recreate this. So how do I code things as a secret? I think it's just a... I just need to do a sector, not tag, I believe. Secret. Oh, I don't want game secrets. I want, yeah, there's sector tag. Secrets, secret room. Mark the sector as being a secret. 32767. 32767. Three two seven 2767. Boom. Is that something I can test? Oh, can I? Oh, here, let's do level stats. Oh, it does say I have a secret. Nice. Nice. Beautiful thing. Okay, so let's make this kind of a dumpster, I guess. Dirty dumpster. What do they use in Hollywood Holocaust? What is that? Do I have the levels here, actually? I could just look at that. Could I do that? don't have the Duke levels just here. I didn't unzip them. Oh well. Slapping on. It. They'd want that to be green, but I don't know if I can get that green. I might change this still. You know what? Maybe. You know what? Let's just go with this for now. Do that for now. Plop this on the top. Yeah. Just don't know what I want as a lid. Because I might put some garbage in it, maybe. Like, I might actually make it so Duke could go in it. Maybe that'd be cool. I don't know if I can do that with all the moving sectors, because then I'd have to put sector effectors in every single one. That seems like it would be very painful. I'm just seeing if we can use a different sprite than it's meant for. I'm trying not to get too caught up in texturing right now, just in case. We could just throw a I don't know if throwing a sprite on that would mess up the. Let's just try something. Now I want this to be relative, right? Does that... Yeah, that kind of looks... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Secret area up here. Okay. Let's, yeah, let's focus on this little alley today, right now. Oh. Was this up the whole time? I thought I had this little thing closed. Look, guys, this is something. Let me kill this guy that's up here. I have cheats on, so I'm immortal, but I don't wanna get shot. This is the one I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. Not sure what we're gonna got going on here. So we got a platform here. We're gonna be sprites. And there's a big cop on top. Pig cop on top. And these ladders I've never done before. So I guess what we'll do is we'll do a little test ladder make thing. That might be a smart idea to do. So let's open up a grid here. We're gonna make a little box. And one, oh. So a ladder, the sprites was blocking. Really close together. Actually, let's turn this view off. So oops. Somebody's shooting me. Somebody's shooting me. Do they respawn? Yes. Oh, he's got a key card. Oh, okay. So that's something we would have to change. Because I don't know how, without changing cons, how we would make him spawn a key card. I was thinking about the not actually coded ladders, Duke. You can make it with sprites and only works. Yeah, which is all I want. So, and if I'm right, this is how it's done, right? Okay. I think my spacing's not fair. Oops. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's off. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe here. One, two, three, four. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. And then these all have blocking on. So that's a ladder, I think, right? Kind of. We're kind of working. Maybe they're too spaced apart, and that's the issue, so we need some more in between. Because he's kind of doing it. I just want to make sure I didn't double these. Okay, I didn't. I think you need to put it in front of a wall to block the player and make the steps closer. So first we're going to try making the steps closer, because that's pretty easy. I can just copy this, insert this, and now we have a duplicate right here. Now, what I'd like to do is raise this, so now we're in between, and now we could slide this over, and we instantly got double the steps right there. And now, if we test it, to do this myself would be how to do this myself would be how the modern mafia would torture me, but to watch someone they're doing is quite cool. Oh, I just pretend I know what I'm doing. So, and I played a lot of stuff to try to figure it out. Okay, yeah, okay. So, might not be... Yeah, okay, so we're gonna try just putting something behind that to see how it works. Part of the fun for me is trying to figure out how to make it work in an engine that's not meant to do it. Like, just trying to break things or figure it out. So now we're gonna put something behind it instead. Where'd I go? So we're gonna reset this. We still need to do... What do the stairs, what do they kind of look like here? Kind of looks like a ladder. Just a basic ladder. Okay. So I'm just going to try this. Here we go. Maybe it's too thick. think these are too thick? Like, he's going up it. He's definitely going up it. But not like some of the ladders I've seen where it's like pretty sick. Pretty good. I don't know when what the last map was that I played that had a cool ladder. But they did it really good. It was the best ladder implementation I've seen. They actually had it so you could press E to climb. But they had con edits, I think. So this is not exactly working. Maybe it's because they're not. Let's experiment a little bit. I don't think that works with the improved collision. Could try making them one-sided. I was going to make them invisible after I was done, but you're right. I could try that. I don't know. I wouldn't say, just because I haven't even bothered to get into art replacements, and this is more so a curiosity to see how close could I get with what's just here in Duke 3D. So I don't know if I would actually use the textures as a, like, down the road if I really wanted to make a 1-for-1, maybe. Okay, you want each rung to be 2 sprites. 1 non-blocking at the bottom, 1 blocking at top. Oh. It would make this build a lot easier, obviously, if I did just use those. But for now, I'm just trying to see what I can just use in comparison. Because then, to be honest, if I really liked how this turned out just by how it is, then I might actually go a little deeper and then start to do more levels for time to kill. And then I might start to figure out how to do like actual replacements for weapons and stuff. The 2 sprites should overlap. Okay, so I'm gonna so they should be on the same plane. Okay, wait. Okay, so they all have to be one-sided. So I'm gonna take one of these guys. I'm actually gonna change this floor actually. So I can kinda just see better what I'm doing here. So one-sided is on. And this is blocking, so I want to do this. What I'm going to do is copy this, insert, and then he's one-sided as well, and is blocking it. Wait, blocking off. That's okay. We understand what you mean. Okay, so this is a proper rung according to what you're saying. So now if I copy this, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how far apart the rungs have to be, per se. Function. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Function insert. Just want to move this over. Just makes it easy so when I'm kind of hovering godlike, I know what's going on. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Ladder. Climb down though? There is. I don't know if you can do it without con edits, but I really wish I remembered which one it was. It might have been it might have been the aliens map by oh god, what's his name? Eddie from Dreams and Memories. I think he did one where you could walk up to it and press the use key to climb up and down the ladder, a la like Half-Life kinda. And oh, yeah, that worked. That worked. Sick. We're at the top. Ladder accomplished. Okay, so now yeah, and it's really good, and that's one thing I think is something. Once you get into building, I didn't read what that said. Once you get into like building stuff, you start to get templates going on, where like that car I mentioned, I already had that pre-built, and I built it in a way so I could easily just copy and paste and slop it down wherever I want. Okay, so now we have a ladder. And I want it to be rotated once I remember how to rotate it. Oops. There we go. Okay. I tend to prefab. Makes sense. Yeah. I build stuff as I kind of go. Like, oh, it's like, oh, I need a car. Now I have a car. Okay, so now this is where I'm wondering, because this is something we could do in eDuke. I can make these invisible. Would that mess things up? Like if I make all of these invisible so that we can just not see them. I could make them actual rungs, but then I might have to mess with the thing. So I prefer... So I might want to make these guys. I don't remember how to do this. Is it Control-I? Is this turned on? Oh my god. My little touchpad turned on. I forgot I was using that. There we go. Control-I? No, that's just so I can see them, but I don't know how to tag them invisible. How do you make an object invisible? Invisible. Invisible. You mean you don't use grid locking? Is that what you're trying to say? Or that you actually said? Invisible, invisible, invisible. I did this for my thing. Hello, Christopher. Invisible. Visible sprites. Okay. Okay. Could I just select all this and just press I? Is this one of those ones that I could, Oh, this is the wrong one. I'm doing the wrong one. Don't want that. Oops. Can I select that? Could I just do this? And then go... No, you can't. Okay, that sucks. I guess, you know what? Actually, let's not do that. Let's actually just make this out of metal or something that actually looks like a ladder. So then I don't have to worry about invisibilizing these. What do I want to use as a piece of metal? Like, I guess that could work. Maybe. Let's actually take a look at some other stuff. Because if I choose something like this, is it the visible sprite that is blocked? Yeah, okay, so then it's better if I just use this out of, so just make this. Do you make ladders, High Treason? Do you have a different way to make ladders? Too thick for me? Let's cut this in half. So I want one-sided. Now one side's on, blocking is off, and then copy this. Function. Actually, wait, we want it this way already, so let's just build it the way I want. Function insert here. Blocking on. Just make sure this one has blocking. Yeah. I feel like the way ladders have been built in the past has definitely changed. Three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into what prison? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just in case, let's look at the side. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. Okay. So, just to make sure this one didn't break. Okay, working. Ladder works. Just need to put some sides on this bitch. Maybe a little. It's a little wide. A little wide, maybe. We'll see once it's in there. I can always shrink it. So copy this, drag them into my map, crank up this. Okay, and now let's check the placement here. See, it's not quite big. Maybe I'll shrink that a little bit. Put it in the middle, you know? Which there is a quick way to kind of do that, I think. And I think I can do that to all of them, hopefully, all at once. Right, can I resize? No. I want to shrink these, and there is a shortcut to do that. What is that shortcut? Okay, I'm pretty sure there is a shortcut way, like it's like, and you drag the mouse and it shrinks it. I don't know what that is. So I'm going to just do the manual, I guess. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna make these 32. Oh. I was sloping them. Two. $32. $32. $32. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Working real well, I think. Oh, one of these is not like the other. One of these is not. Ah. Oops. Back up here. There too. Okay. And now we need to find something solid. Something for the side. Oh, and we want one-sided off here. Because I do want a one-sided to not be on. Do for I cell sprite set sprite. That I don't know if I've ever seen a key like a command like that. Is that like you opening up the config file? I'm still at the basic key command level. That kind of looks rusty, you know. When's Land of the Babes? Oh my god. The best Duke? I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever be able to... One of these is not a lot. One of these is too big. I don't think I'll ever be able to fully capture the greatness of Land of the Babes. This one, isn't it? Who is the incorrectly sized guy? It was you. Where are you? Okay. In the console. Lords of the build. Okay, so we're gonna do that for the ladder side, I think, for now. I might change it like later on. I'm trying not to get too locked in for texturing, but since this is something we kind of have to build. I thought I could borrow something I already built from another map, but I realized that was not going to work for this because it's a completely different style. Yeah, I think that's like a little too tall, maybe a little too stretched, but. Then we got our secret working. Sick. Was this a secret? I think this is a secret, so we may take that as a secret. Yeah, console stuff. Like, I definitely agree. That sounds super useful. It's kind of weird that some of this stuff is so obscurely hidden. Like, that feels like something that I would love. And I'm pretty sure there is. Okay, is this a secret? Dear Duke. Just tell me if this is a secret, and we'll tag this real quick. Okay, give me a second. Okay. What's this? Is this not a secret? Can I exit this? Yeah, let's quit. Just restart. I just want us to restart to see. If that is a secret, which means I might have to fight some enemies. So give me a second here. I haven't properly set up my controls here, so. Okay. Biggie's up there. That usually triggers this guy to come. Okay, well, we won't worry about you then, will we? Someone shoot me. Okay, so that's not a secret. Alright, that's fine. Makes sense, it's so visual. Visually, there. Ooh. Oh. Where are you going? Oh, is another one? No, Duke. I want to push this. I feel like these blow up, but I'm not certain. System, just a second, I might like myself some cheats here. Might need a pipe bomb. I don't know. I don't know where I get those. I think maybe in here. Let's just go quickly clear out this room. Okay, so I need to. We get Oasis's tutorial, probably on the Duke 4 forums. Okay, give me a second. Oh god. I don't know what the controls are on this controller. I thought the pipe bomb was in here. Dang. What I'm gonna do for this color lighting here. It's kind of going on all triply. Okay, so no pipe bomb there. I feel like there's something underneath here, and I kind of wish I had. Oh well. Okay, I'm actually. Oh yeah, I have a playlist that actually has that tutorial in it. Actually, I think it's in my mapping tutorials playlist somewhere in there on my channel. Give me like 2 minutes. I just gotta quickly go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Back. Okay, so we got the ladder here. Which, let's compare size-wise to what we got going on over here. So let's... That is where I'm wondering how that's going to work. Okay, so that's kind of the right size, actually, so I'm pretty happy with that height-ish. So let's see, what do we got that's kind of like a... like what they got going on here. What do I want to use? Maybe something like this. This tile? Oh. Oh, you're right, it is. What about this version? Is this one? This one should be fine, right? Yeah, I kind of like this. This kind of works for what I want here. So what we'll do is we'll build some of these bad boys. Build it over here just to make life a little bit easier. Well, let's try. I don't think it is because of the X, and I don't think there's a texture that has the X in between unless you want to be lazy. Yeah, we're good. I guess while we're here, we can check the height, right? I don't like how you can't see... I don't like how you can't see the sprites from the bottom. So do I have to do one-sided for the blockable sprite at the top, or does that break it? Or would I have to do another sprite? Or is this because I one-sided the wrong side? Is that why this is happening? 2 seconds. Don't have an answer for you right now. Sorry. Okay, I'm back, sorry. I'm gonna ask my question. Okay, so I want to fix this. What I might do is actually... I'm gonna rebuild one of these. Okay, so I want to see which one's blocking. This is blocking on. That's blocking off. So I want to turn one-sided off, and then one-sided on, and then just tilt this right here. And then we'll just insert this. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. And then I'll delete these guys. Okay, so this is still working, and now I can actually see the rungs when I'm looking up. That was an issue I was having. Okay, so this is solution. So I just one-sided the wrong side. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of all of these guys. One, two, 3. 1, 2, 3. 32, 34. 34. Okay. Sorry. So that is now. Let's see how this is working, just to see if we got it right. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's way better now, because now I can actually see the rungs. Looking a little hard to see. Cool. Progress. Cool. Okay, so and then we can build this. So we're gonna build a little sprite platform here, which we're gonna use for the platforms that you see in the PS1 original, which, for comparison, not exact. But what we're working on right now is somebody's shooting me? Leave that there for now. We're building these platforms here. Right, so we're gonna. I think 64 is a good size for these, maybe. Or I don't know, maybe 32. What are these right now? Yeah, 64. Okay, let's do that. Now for the sides, we might do something a little different for the side here. So let's figure out what would work. Zoom in. Maybe it's a little too, like, the contrast is a little different. Like, I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of it, so we'll see. Unless we did this as the top, but I don't think I want that. I think I want to stick with this darker gray. No. 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 That could work. That might work. It's got enough contrast in between. So let's copy this. Now I'm gonna rotate everything inwards. I don't know if that really matters. Just so there's less stuff sticking out when I'm looking at it. Yeah, that works. So we're gonna duplicate. Oh no, I already screwed up. Duplicate this twice. Now that we have our like little template going on here. Now this is going to be the one that's on this wall, so we can remove the stuff we don't need. So for example, you won't see this. Oh, is there... Dang. Wait a sec, there's some duplicate sprites here. Okay, so never mind. I'm gonna delete these. Try this again. And yeah, okay. Now this is the right one. Okay, so we don't need this. Don't need this, and we won't need these little side pieces here. And then we just connect these two bad boys together. Boom. Now we have a little platform for a piggy to stand on. So we're gonna put that in my alleyway here. So the dimensions of this aren't accurate right now. We're probably gonna stretch and move things and make alleyways longer if need be, but right now we're gonna keep up with this sizing here. And I think this is going to be, yep, I'll put him here. And then we want to stay put piggy, so we'll put another guy there. There's a pig cop called Stay Put we're after. Stay Put, this one. Let's raise him up. Hello and good luck. Thank you, Reverend Evil. I love your videos. They're great. Okay, so here we go. Let's see how this looks. DN Crows. He is not staying put. Sir, you're supposed to be staying put. Did I use the wrong one? Okay, well, anyways, we can at least build another platform here. In the starting sector. Okay, so I'd have to build a little sector for him in here, is what you're saying. So I'd have to do like a... something like this. He's doing fine. Yeah, I did make sure he was like one peg above so that he wouldn't fall. Okay, cool. That's what we want though. And let's copy the sprites here. I want sprites though. Brother. Insert. Do this. And then what I can do is rotate. Okay, never mind. I want to do this. I want to rotate this. There we go. So I think this ladder obviously needs to be a little taller. I wonder, actually, you know what? Let's just raise it. Let's just raise this. Oh. Just raise this. Oh, we had a little floor dude hanging out. Okay, we'll get rid of you. I guess that doesn't matter. Like, unless I do this, I don't want to do this though. I don't want to. Anyways, we'll do that. What I want to see is DN Crows. If I can jump up and grab that ladder. Yeah, okay, I can. Okay, it's a little tricky, so I might want to add a few more rungs here just to make it a little easier to jump on. But this is going to be important for this one. What I might do is put an invisible black backing sprite so you can hit it. Mike, who are you speaking to? Me? Do I have a Discord link? Because if I do, I am not sure. I'm going to be honest, I haven't used it. I had this big plan for what I wanted to use Discord for, and I was making individual map sections for like all the maps we played and level design, and then I just was like, oh man, I just ran out of time. Well, not ran out of time, I just lost track and didn't do it anymore. Okay, so this is kind of functional here. I want this to be a little taller, I think. Now, the one thing that I think is going to mess me up a little bit, though, is this. I guess we can just do a quick build just to see what would happen. But my concern is, right now we have this secret that's underneath here, so that when we... And there's a platform above here. Would that move with this? That's my concern, is would that move with this when I press the use? Oh, thank you, thank you. You know, for this, I'm pretty happy considering this was just a giant joke stream at once. Like, just being like, oh yeah, sure, we could probably rebuild Time to Kill. It's a relatively simple looking map. The first level, at least. But how much more detail do we want to add? Cannot carry sprites. Wonderful. Okay. Crisis averted then. So then let's... Sprites. I just want sprites only. We're going to insert here. Gravity. Give me gravity. I want to deselect that. Okay, so this is what is going on. What is this? What is this messaging me? Is the ladder functional? Oh, yes, it is. Here, we'll do this. DN pros, just because I'm probably going to do this. DN, let me grab a ripper. Let me get rid of these guys real quick. I could DN monsters this, but we're gonna... So here's a little ladder we got going on here. We climbed up it. The only issue is when it's not on the ground level, so when you're not just walking up to it to walk into it, you kind of have a tendency of sliding on the back. So this is where I might want to put an invisible spread on the back so you can hit it, so you don't run into that issue. But this does work. It does let you climb. This is the one I'm gonna add a few more rungs to so that it's a little bit easier once you walk up to just grab it. This one, though, is a jumping puzzle, so I thought, yeah, this would be good, because then this one you can just do this. I think there's a ladder there, right? Is there in the original? Yes. Yes, there is. Yeah. So I want to raise the ceiling height though a little bit. This is too narrow. We want some... This looks like about 2 dukes high, and then that's another duke or 2 high. This is on the ground, so might want to shift some stuff around here. So maybe these guys are actually too high off the ground for the scale. So let's move them to 128 high. And then same thing here. Yeah, 128. Wait, why is this all... Oh, because this is slightly higher. Okay. So this is actually needs to go up to here. And that would be 128. Which means let's raise this guy too. To there. This will probably actually be easier to climb, so this might solve my issue that I'm having entirely. So let's quickly see. Stairs, go away. Okay, so. Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. I might want to lower just the ladder. And then it could be good. One, two, three, four. Let's test this. Monsters. Go away. Yeah. Okay, so we need... Now this is causing an issue. So we want to... There we go. That's a little, maybe a little too close. Did they really? I'm on a different chat screen because I'm trying to listen to some alternative somethings while I'm mapping. So I have to have a chat and a URL. But that heart thing was so annoying. I would constantly be trying to, in YouTube chat, read chat messages online, and like I just couldn't. I don't know why they would put it there. Yeah, this makes more sense. Yeah, I'm thinking this height makes more sense because I can't jump onto it by itself. I still need the ladder to get up. I still need to mess with the ladder a little bit just so I don't get stuck here. But otherwise, I'm happy with the size. This one can go down probably a little bit now. I still might want to raise this, but let's build this little secret inlet so we can get that going. How about that? So this, oh. I had a wall set here so he would stay put. F3. I want to delete. Well, actually, this pickup shouldn't be here at all, and maybe it's just one there. Okay, so now let's get into 2D mode, and we'll move this guy over. Back that down to 1. And we'll lower this. Just like that. We'll get this lower too, actually. We'll keep this a little bit higher. So we'll actually lower this to where it is now. And then this door, though, will lower. I have been learning mapping since last year. In August of last year is when I finally picked it up. And I will be honest, like I took a couple weeks, not a couple weeks, but within the first 1 or 2 months when I was picking up mapping, I took time off work because I had so much time scheduled to learn how to do it. Like I was really getting into it just as like a little hobby. After that, that's when I started to run out of time because I had no more vacation days. And I can only really do it on Saturdays, which is when I'm streaming. And I've been doing a lot of Let's Plays as well for Duke user maps. So maybe about a year, if you want to consider that. If we condense it all down, probably 6 months or less. Like actual time that I've mapped. Yeah. I'll check on mobile eventually, but I think this is fine. So we'll do this. Let's crack open the little PS1 guy. Ooh. Okay. All right. So we got, what is this? Kind of like a fat L. Yeah, fat L is what I would say. So let's get our player. This is from Atomic Edition, so we're gonna find her here, right? Was she in Atomic or was she? No, wait, she was in the original. Was it Going Postal she was in? No, it's XX Stacy. That's where this whip lady was. Not that that matters, I don't think. Let's make these a little bigger for everybody. We're after the whipping lady. Was it not? Oh, okay, that is Atomic. Duh. There she is. Is T then A how to search? Is that how to search? Okay, so we want a little L here. There's a bathroom. There's a window here. Can you see out this window, actually? I didn't check that. Oh, you can. Okay, so this is... Okay. That changes things a little bit. Hmm. How do I want to do this then? Well, I guess this... So there's not much of a room beside this, so... Like, it's not going to be exact. So there's going to be stuff we're going to have to take some creative liberties for. But this is actually over here more, so which means this can go over here. And then we want this to be in the window. So let's grab this bed texture. That. And just see, this is where I was like, because of how simple and obviously scale is going to be different in the PS1 compared to like build when we're looking around. Like when I'm on the outside of this building, I just feel like it doesn't. I could do a teleport and just move the player a little bit if I wanted him closer. It doesn't feel like it's that big. Maybe it's because this part is actually pretty narrow, actually. So this is a very narrow cut, and the park is maybe a little bigger than I anticipated. And then it's just stuffed in here. So it's just maybe I have this more of a giant square and it's more of a rectangle. That's where I'm going wrong here. So this I don't want to connect these guys. For now, let's just move him over one, just so this doesn't connect. And what I'll do is I'll move this guy down. Probably... Now, I have a split here, I think, still. No, I don't. Okay. Let's do a split just to see what this looks like. So this is... textures are still temporary. Yeah, I think that works better. Because then it's easier for me to stuff this guy in. So we can lengthen this. And then bed that. And then we can connect these guys. I still might want this to be a little bit longer, so what we might do is this. Just give me... Just because I'm pretty sure there's a secret in here, so... We'll see. We'll see. What we'll do is we'll add the window. So I'm gonna make this one bigger for now. Let's plop open Just want to quickly see some. Okay, so the window is kind of side by side, but what does it look like inside? Gonna have to build some pallets. The police car on its side on the street is what's gonna, I feel like, a little painful. Okay, so then this here. What's in here? Health kits in there. Okay. Nice. Okay. What am I doing? There we go. So we're gonna select this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's the windows. They're a little thick, but that would be fixed by just dragging this out here. Let's put a bed in here. And we already know how to do that now, because there's a secret in the bed, right? That's what's here. So before I get too lost in the sauce, I want to see... Okay, so this secret we might change a little bit. Are these pipe bombs? Oh, I need those. Okay, wait. Actually, let's go down here for a sec, real sec. Okay. Okay. All right. How do I get out of here? Up here. Okay, so that's... There's a few different ways we could do that. We could do a true chore area, or I'm thinking a silent teleport. We just silent teleport the player. That would make sense, right? What else makes sense? Liking and subscribing. There you go. Anyways, that was something I wanted to remember for myself. Because I'm like, I swear those things can be blown up, those grates. Okay, so bed we'll have to do there. Couch. Let's just block stuff out real quick for that. So there's that. You can go over here. So I might have to take some creative liberties just for spacing. And expand either this or expand some other things. But we need to make sure all the key things are here. So like, right, so there's got a couch here, got a bed, got a little puck couch, I guess, right here. Number, is this anything? It was just there. It was just there. Got a little sink. I can make one of those. Okay, this couch isn't attached to the wall. It's good to know. Bed, lamp. Cut that in half. Ouch. That. This, do this. This. Get rid of that. Alt F. Oops. One more. 1, 2. We're just gonna slap some textures down for this, just so it doesn't quite blend in with everything. We're gonna worry about what I'm gonna texture this after. But for now, I just want it to stand out a little bit, so I know where it is. Let's reset this. Do that. Couch. Might want to change that. Which means maybe what we'll do is remove these. And then move that over a little bit. Bed. Now we're going to enable this so that when we place the bed texture down, I can just quickly see I copied the texture with everything. That's silly of me. Okay, we're good. So that when I E this, I can see how big I want the bed to be. And then I can kind of shift this over. Man, this would be a big bed. One, two, three, four. Unless, you know what? Oh, is that what that is? Okay. Oops. How am I going to do this? I want to flip this. Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
You got a nice little seat all set up for me.
What are you doing? Okay, there's a little bed. Hold on. Hi. How are you? Okay. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Hi. Hi. Hmm? Oh, I can't see because it ruins the chat. I can't actually exit anything right now. It is. Oh yeah? It's good.
Also, I also looked at,
The what?
I can also get a
Jesus. Let's shrink these guys down. Just because I'm here. What? What the? That's no. We're good. Yeah, here. That's what I did. So you kind of start here. Then you'd be able to jump over here to get some special health.
Is this you? Yeah.
No, this is where what I'm doing is I'm making this one. So I'm making this level. I'm just making it in Duke Nukem. So I'm taking Duke Nukem, putting him in Duke Nukem, right? So I got trying to recreate all this. Well, it's because it's kind of a simple level visually, like in terms of it's a very blocky thing because it's PlayStation. And so I always thought when I played it that you could just make it. So I'm just doing that now. I was like, oh, this is so simple. You could probably do that. And then there's certain things that aren't. Like this. It's like I have to move this. I was worried that would move that. Grab a little gun here for a secret. Start building a little park.
That looks like downtown.
Yeah. And then I gotta build
Was that on purpose?
No, that's just how it is in the level.
Oh.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit like downtown by the
Yeah.
I like how you went to turn off the microphone, but you never actually did.
No, I did.
That light was on.
So that's all messed up. I'll have to fix that. But then I built some special ladders. Got some special ladders going on. Then we go on here. This is gonna move. This is gonna be a window. The street is too big.
Cool. Hi.
Add a little closet here.
Hi. I just love your little sweets. Oh. Come on, baby.
Oh, got texture this over here.
Hi.
Right here. Yeah, they're all here.
Oh my god, it's babies.
And then I'm gonna build a closet for Duke to go in.
Hey, kiss pops. Yeah, you good, you good.
So I think this street is now too big. So let's shrink this.
My baby.
Uh, 4. I think 4 is actually a good size here. Now this might be too big now.
Like, keep me around. I'll joke.
There we go. So got this. This is messed up, but we can do a mask wall.
The Kiki wall. Hey, Kiki.
Okay.
Just in Minecraft that you use. Make hyper realistic of the
Okay, line this up. And now everything looks broken. Wow.
I feel when I do clay stuff, I accidentally switch something. But
Yeah.
the other side is now perfect. I'm like,
Let me do this. That's.
oh,
I could, but
look at one's right here for the telling. And he didn't even say anything. He didn't even tell you you were stink. And I don't know what you're doing to my chair, but you better stop. Your mouth sound. Cooking. Hi, okay.
what?
What is that?
My music playing in here.
Oh. I like just started hearing it.
Still not happy with this.
Can you clean yours?
No. Well, yeah, different music though.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Crack open this.
All
Alright. No, this is mango.
Sick. Freak. Ugh. Ugh, Linda likes mango.
I want not this. This is kind of. Is there a grayer version of this? But we'll use this. We'll use this for now. Now I'm gonna kind of highlight all this stuff right now. One, two, three, four. Just to make it a little bit taller to work with here. And then feel like this room's gonna need a little bit more love and care. For now, we'll put a toilet in. Where's the toilet? It's one of these pink ones. It's got pink in it. Oh, there it is. This still gotta mess with. Gotta still mess with these windows. Actually, maybe the height of this is. I'm probably gonna do a sprite window instead and not a mask wall like I have here. So I'm gonna get rid of that. 'Cause it just messes up this. Granted, it's still messed up, but at least temporarily, I'll just stick that there. Then this. Well, where is this? Right by the car. Move that down. And then what I'll have to do is do a little sprite barrier here, and then it'll be destroyable. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I don't. Where does this lead in this? Because this maybe I just make it so you can't go back. But I also don't know where this goes. I don't know this secret very well. So let's see here. Go in here. There's a rebreather, right? Is that what that is? There's a night vision. Okay, that's night vision goggles. And then you got these. So if I throw that, I guess I don't need to. I can... Okay, so this connects right back here. Okay, yeah, so we'll have the player drop. It'll silent teleport him to this area. And Bob's your uncle. We're kind of jumping all over the place, but that's kind of our ability. Just go into little areas and expand them as I go along and slowly kind of... It's like playing with putty is how I kind of view it. Now, for a silent teleport... So it's a sector effector, sector effector. Did I do wrong? Oh, I did it for the sector, that's why. It's because I don't got this guy selected. Now I think I need to do a low tag for this too. So just in case 2. And then just, I think that's how it tells where it's supposed to go. Okay. I don't know if this is right. We'll find out. Okay, so yes-ish. Kind of. Not quite, but you know, it's kind of working. I think I used the wrong one. But yeah, there we go. And I think I did this wrong. I think I have it going this way, but I'm pretty sure it goes the other way. Duke, stand up. Stand up, Duke. I don't know how to... Duke. 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 Okay, well, I guess we'll roll because I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, so this goes to the right. That's why I did wrong here. So. Okay, there we go. Oops. Yeah. Sector duplicated. What are you doing? No! Yep, it's the right size. Pretty happy with that. Do you know if anybody has ever attempted this before? I'm assuming somebody has. I think somebody has. I'm pretty sure somebody has. Gotta. I can't imagine somebody hasn't done something like this. I've never personally played it. I feel somebody in chat has mentioned something like that, but I don't know. I don't know. Oops. If you drag that down, what's the sky look like? Just curious. Okay, it's triangle up to stand up. Okay. Moody sky, that's all it is. You've never, no, I've never played a map that was inspired by Time to Kill. Time to Kill, I've played a ton of. I don't know if I've ever beaten it though. And I also, like, I own Time to Kill and I own Land of the Babe. Like, I actually ripped this copy myself that I'm emulating. Yeah, last week I was playing it on my actual PS1 when we were going around and trying to start this. But I used to only play them when I rented them. So, my experience with it was very, very, very limited. Well, Land of the Babes, at least. And Time to Kill, I also was, up until probably the past, like, 20 years, maybe. 10 years. When I finally got a copy. And then even still, I haven't beat it. I got pretty far, though. I could have cheated, I guess. But I didn't want to. It's kind of weird. I always thought this opened. I don't know if maybe that's when you come into the future version of this. That happens. Which was your first? My first Duke Nukem game was actually Duke Nukem 1. I played Duke Nukem 1 first. I'm very OG. I really like Duke Nukem 2, but Duke Nukem 3D is where it definitely really popped off for me. And then I pretty much played all of them at least somewhat. Like, for example, 0 Hour, never beat, but I own it. Which is like blasphemy, but okay, so Moody Sky. Let's add some Moody Sky just for fun. Yeah. That's the one thing is, like, I really like the concept of how when you go back in time, things change. Like, this is kind of the level that sends you back to so you notice it, other than obviously you're traveling back in time. But I liked finding the little changes. It reminds me of the What If mode in Spider-Man, the original PS1 ones, where if you enter that little things change. I just think they should have gone harder. I think they should have went harder on the concept. Which is why if I did do this, maybe I'll add some more stuff eventually. But for now, the idea is let's try to get everything that's in the level first, and then we'll have like a solid copy, and then I might make like a remix version where it's like, okay, let's add a few more little details or something. I'm not the biggest fan of the OG Tomb Raiders, but that's also kind of one of those. That's what this pretty much is to me. And so this is going to connect to here eventually. I just don't know how big this is going to be. So I'm going to leave that over here. A lot of people say that. I tried playing it on N64. Maybe that was my issue. A couple of years ago, and the first level wasn't. I don't know. I'm very fascinated by the fact that it's in the build engine. That's pretty cool, but I don't think it aged as well graphically. detail-wise. Or surprisingly, I think I might like Time to Kill better, but maybe that's because I'm more biased because I had that one growing up. Ish. Like my cousin, I got it from my cousin. And then I also kept renting it because I just didn't have an N64 until much later in life. But anyways, that might be it for today, actually. There's some other stuff I think I want to work on. Like, I definitely know we have to do, like the entire map. But I think I might plan some stuff out more of this layout and the sizing. Then I want to check this. So I might build later on today. I don't know. I think I'll save this for next week's stream. I enjoy about Tomb Raider is the rumor that Toby Gard based Lara's design on his sister, then money. I did not know that. That is wacky. That is some wacky little news. So let's save this. Let's go poke around with some this is what a completed map looks like. It's nonsense. I mean nonsense in the most positive way possible. This is not my map. God, it's so clean. I love it. That's so neat. That's a neat idea. Yeah, I never heard about that either. I finally beat the original Tomb Raider a few years ago on the actual PS1, and I started playing through PS2. I mean the second one. I was going to do them all because I conceptually like them. I like the idea of exploring and everything. This is a great map, by the way. If you haven't played Neo, is this Neo Meltdown? Great map. Go play it. By CK3D. He did a remix of all 3 original episodes. Like what he did is he took this is one of them. He took like the best bits or the most scenic bits of each of the maps, and then crammed them into one big map so that it flows like, and you still go through the entire episode like you normally would, but also with some of his style too. It's great fun. Sometimes I like to just roam around other people's maps in the editor just because it's so wacky to see what I could do if I would just finish something. The controls are just so like it's like battling the controls in Tomb Raider is the game. That is the game, which is also why I feel like a lot of people, it's like if you don't like that, you won't like Time to Kill. But I actually think Time to Kill plays better than Tomb Raider, like control wise. I think it has better controls, not good, but better. But yeah, that was a stream. 3 hours of just random mapping. I think that was pretty good. I think we got a good progress. Like, if I didn't focus on sector factor stuff and doing the secrets and all that, because I haven't done that. I think it's important I did do that because I need that refresher or needed to learn how to do it anyways. But if I just focus on just building some geometry, I could have gotten more done. Still seem to be stuck with Prince of Persia though. I think Tomb Raider 2 does. I think that maybe but granted, My issue with Tomb Raider 1 on the PlayStation 1 is the limited saves you have, so I kind of screwed myself there. So I made that game so much more difficult because of that. So by the time I got around to Tomb Raider 2 and you could save anywhere, then I'm no problems anymore. No problems. At least I feel like Tomb Raider 2 plays better than Tomb Raider 1. Other than that save anywhere thing. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, stopping by. Like and subscribe. Let me know if we want to do more Time to Kill, so we don't give up on that. I'm really thinking we would just continue that, because I think this might be the easiest map for me to finish. Maybe, potentially. Considering everything else I'm working on is like detail-oriented and complicated. So I'm thinking this might actually be my first map I ever actually finish, would be this one. But I don't know if that's a good thing. But it's going to be interesting. I do think it's an interesting little project. And I'm going to be honest, if it goes well, I think I might do a remix version. Like I might do a slightly altered version, like make an OG, try to do 1-for-1 as close as we can for each of the maps in build as best as we can. And then maybe add some flourishes in like a remixed version. And if I got really, really good at trying to recreate them, eventually I can figure out how to do custom art and custom weapons and start actually adding more flares to it to make it more like Time to Kill. That's like a dream big. That would be a dream big situation. So I'm not going to say that's the goal. The goal right now is just to build the first level, just for funsies. But if it goes well, maybe. Some of the other levels, I don't know how I'm going to do yet. Not even close. This one, pretty easy for me to think about how to do it. Like once I started remembering how this plays, I'm like, okay, I know how to do this. Okay, I can make ladders. I know how to do that. Conceptually, I never did it until today. But so I knew how to do that, and I'm like, okay, I could do chore stuff. So I know if I really needed to, I can chore my way out of anything, but I'm trying not to. But thank you for everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever the algorithm likes. I don't know what it likes. We're trying to get 500 subscribers. That's the next goal tier thing in the YouTube land. So that's my main goal. But otherwise, every single Saturday, we do something. Whether it's playing some Duke Nukem user maps to learn how to build some stuff, or building some maps ourselves.